And we're live. Your boy Killer B, the goddamn witch finder general. Got a witch and burning their asses up. Hopefully we have a good discussion on this tonight. Black Rob, one of my favorite hip hop artists, started out of New York City. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? That was my shit. And that shit dropped. For real. Black Rob, one of the hardest motherfuckers, like DMX. Rest in peace, DMX, by the way. But my man isn't doing too well. And there's a lot of people pointing the fingers and stuff like that. But you know how I am and stuff with decision making. So let's get this thing in. With fingers and stuff like that. But you know how I am and stuff with decision. So let me get into my man and shit, Josh, with this intro, and I'll be right back.
Man's inhumanity to man portrayed on the screen so vividly that you flinch. This man showed no mercy in the pursuit and interrogation of his victims. He was called the Witch Finder General.
Don't let this get behind your life.
Witch finding ain't easy. Fucking trick clock. Get this. Y'all can get your hands lost, spin away like prison. Intelligence agencies trace today. Seeing what I did lately, amazing. They not seeing all the sheep graceful. Flaming pins of Josh, get rocked. Mountaintops go fly. Right enough, fight enough. Get them so nice and nice. Fuck y'all clothes. Costume shop roll. Catch info like a stroll. Feeling old, so grab a switch. I'ma extol my foes cause they snitch. Since they can't ruin me, I'ma ruin them. That chopped off head will still spin. Burning witches in they sin. You can't lie, we can't die. I know what y'all said. Just as flesh decay, but eternity, I don't see it that way. Pave the road clear is what you said, but your court gonna leave people dead. You claim God, but God don't know you. Watch your desires overthrow you. Man fall down, man go boom. Mask wearing like doom. All caps like y'all yelling. That's a rap. Might as well be felons. Y'all words are levers. On YouTube, acting precious. This the nexus. Feel the sun from the solar plexus. Tasting breakfast. Finding all those devices that detect us. Yo, show respect, cuz.
And what line of business might you be? God's business. Witch finding. Witch finding. Oh, that's
Y'all be looking for that next buzz or some love. Watch the general pull plugs. Internet warriors caught up in dark corridors. Fiction like Mordor. Should've stayed on the floor. Y'all know no origins. Laugh at orphans, even though we got royal blood coursing. No more horsing. Real life's more important. Y'all speaking curses on yourself. Claiming God and nothing else. Blast you off the shelf. Burn your whole library. See them do it. Look, y'all claim and learn. Reading from the Jewish books. Y'all some cookie crooks. Lips caught up with a hook. Spooky beats drive me wild. Get stabbed, a knife, old child. Old man, old style. Used to be killed out the Nile. And I did it with a smile. Fake roots, smell vile. Rock like Hendrix at the aisle. After a while, see Egyptians on the trial. Yeah, you, the one claiming brew. Unglued and unglued. Expose their actions fully. Call me a bully, that's fine. This is how you get bullied straight from the mind. Burning. We cats out there. We got faith. They claim they read all this. That they know all this.
Double-header. That's double-header.
Be the first to see it. Be the first to talk about it. The Witch Finder General.
Right. Goddamn Witch Finder General back in the goddamn building. How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing? Maybe get it in tonight. See if we get into what we can learn. Like I said, old boy, Black Rob wasn't doing too well. It's like we just lost one of our great hip hop legends. DMX. You would hate to see us lose another one, but we all got one life on this earth. You only get one. You get one shot at it. You better go hard while you're at it. And you get one. Right? So, Black Rob. Black Rob has been released from the hospital. Recently got in front of a camera. Said he isn't doing too well. And he's homeless. Right? So, these things can happen. It can happen to any one of us. Any one of us. It can happen. Just like that. Some people prepare for rough times. Some people don't. Either way, sometimes things don't work out the way that we plan for. And Black Rob isn't doing too well. He's homeless. I guess he's having a problem on bills, getting a decent place to live, money for his daily things, and medical expenses and stuff. He has suffered 4 strokes, he says, and he's having kidney failure. Right? And play a little video. Let's see here. Right there, man. Like, wow, that was shit. Hope this ain't another stupid type of stuff. It's crazy ass.
Something else going on.
Looks bad. Looks really bad. We learn something. We can try to learn something tonight. Try to learn something. Share. All right. Yeah. Going on. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at this. It's sad. No. Oh, it's spilled something. Great. All right, here we go.
Something else going on. Something else. Pain is crazy, man. It's helping me out though, but it's making me realize I got a lot to go, man. I have to go on, man. How you feel about X? I feel everything about X, man. X world love, man. Positive. X is big love to X, man. It's all, man. All right.
Saw that one, yeah. very sad to see this man, what he used to look like.
Virtual Scrum class is designed to be fun and interactive and engaging because these are the key. All right, you've seen the product. Now it's time to take action. It's all about that miracle food one time. Let him go ahead and clear the air. Black Rob, let the people know how he's doing and what's going on. Let's go.
Oh man. I mean, I've been dealing with this man for 5 years.
5 years he's been there.
4 strokes. I don't know what to tell you, man. This shit is crazy. This shit is hard, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no house to live in. Except probably, man, an apartment, man, for me and my man be trying to get together, man. I'm telling you, man, this shit is strange. It's hard.
Now, you heard him. The man has 4 kids. Right? I'm not sure how old the children are, but it's obviously a baby mother or baby mamas is involved. I don't know if he got kids old enough to be out in the home or not. I really don't know. But as you see here, his only thing has a little apartment that he shares with his man. Or he said he gets together with, that he's trying to get together with his man. Right? I don't know exactly what that means, but let's go.
Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the people are going to do, but the people are going to say.
Sad.
With my time, man, I need some rest, man. Really, man, I need some rest, man. My side is killing me. Oh, shit. I don't want to talk about it no more, man. Yo.
Sad, man. Sad to hear that.
Yes, it is. So, hear the words from the man. He's in bad shape. Now, on social media, there's been a lot of talk about P Diddy and how P Diddy has swindled a lot of rappers, a lot of his artists out of money. Talk about, you know, this bad business deals. So they say with P Diddy. I also have another clip with Black Rob talking about P Diddy and how he did him wrong. And people are looking at P Diddy to reach out and help Black Rob. Right? Black Rob, earlier, he has been in a lot of trouble while he was with Bad Boy Records, right? And caused him to be incarcerated. There was one incident where I guess there were undercover officers, I believe. They oversaw Black Rob pulling over, giving autographs to people. And he see the police see him pass a handgun to a person. He was pulled over, firearm was recovered, and ecstasy pills were recovered. Right? There was another incident Let me get to it. And my man put out 6 albums. Man dropped 6 albums. Maybe 4. Maybe 4. Maybe 4. Started his own independent label. Let's still read about his career. Rob Ross grew up in East Harlem and began rapping between the age of 11 and 12. He was inspired by the artists he listened to regularly, including Spoonie G, Dougie Fresh, and Slick Rick. When he was 22, he joined his first rap group, the Schizophrenics. Though they did not release any albums, he initially rapped under the alias Bacardi Rob. He began associating with Bad Boy label as early as '96, appearing in Bad Boy Remix to 112's Come See Me. He was then featured on several Bad Boy releases, including remixes to Totals, What About Us? I remember all this stuff. Faith Evans, Love Like This. Wow. 24 Hours to Live. That jump was ill. That shit was hot. That song was fire. All right. He also made 2 appearances on Cruise '97. I remember Cruise. Pronto. Nigga give me yours. All the bitch can do for me and see if she can drop her drawers. Pronto. I used to DJ back this year when I was DJing. Like '97, I was going hard on the turntables. Shit, kill a beat. Cutting the shit up, motherfucker. DJ Mega Pong. Motherfucker, oh shit, I'm dropping shit up. Know what I'm saying? Your boy was going hard, right? I was spinning all this shit back then. Shit. Pronto, nigga, give me y'all. Bitch can do for me and see if she can drop the drawers. Head bobbing like a Hunts Point hooker. That was that shit, right? He been on stuff with Old Dirty Bastard, Channel Live, Mad Rapper Benzino, Tony Touch. Said the guest appearance earned him media buzz. In his early years, Black Rob headed the street rap team, which he named Alumni. His debut album, Life Story, was released in 1999 and rose above platinum sales. Early 2000, he released the hit single, Whoa. Y'all remember that shit? Whoa. Produced by Digging in the Crates crew. Remember Buck Wild, right? Whoa became his biggest hit. The song peaked at number 43 on the Billboard's Hot 100 and reached the top 10 on both the R&B and hip hop and rap charts. To date, it remains Rob's only single to have reached the Hot 100. Despite subsequently appearing on releases by P Diddy and G Dep, he did not make another hit single. His second album, The Black Rob Report, failed to perform as strongly as his debut and quickly fell off the Billboard 100 charts. In 2005, Jamel Mosley from Off the Block Entertainment started managing Black Rob's career. In 2010, he parted from Bad Boy and signed to an independent label, Duck Down Records. I don't know if y'all remember Duck Down Records, Boot Camp Click, Big Cocoa Brothers and stuff, Smith and Wesson, Black Moon, the stuff was down with Duck Down Records, right? They're still around. They do a lot of house music, house and electronic like type stuff, like deep house and like trip hop type stuff and whatnot. Great, I'm subscribed to one of their YouTube channels. They drop stuff all the time. In 2011, he released Game Tested, Streets Approved, which peaked at number 44 on the Billboard top R&B hip hop albums. Black Rob also started his own independent label, Boxing One, with Jamel Mosley. In 2013, he joined the reality series Comeback Kings with Ed Lover and Calvin Richardson, David Da Vinci, Chance of Rough Ends, Jeff Sanders, Mr. Cheeks, and Horace. Yeah, Mr. Cheeks. 2014 appeared on the song Take 'Em Off the Bat on Diamond D's recent album, the Dime Piece, right? 2015, Black Rob releases fourth studio album, Genuine Article, on Slim Style Records, which he produced with Jamel Mosley, guest MCs including Sean Price, Tech, Battle Legend, Murder Mook, Quaz Mill, Ron Browse, former Bad Boy label mate Q, Parker, Cali Ranks, Quan. Actually, that dude Quan stole my boy's record. He stole my boy's song and shit. I talked about that on the other day and shit. Like, really stole my boy's song and shit. Like, really stole his song. Like, really stole it. All sing choruses on the album. Producers include Easy Mo B, Coptic, Big French, and others. It's legal issues. Black Rob was sentenced to over 7 years in prison in 2006 after failing to appear in court for his sentencing, which is set to be 2 to 6 years initially, on a charge of grand larceny in 2004. I don't know if y'all remember that. I remember it. I was like, what the fuck is this nigga? Like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Like, he in a hotel room stealing people's jewelry, right? And let me see something here. What was he doing around that time? That was 2005. Block. When he did that shit, 2009. So it was a little bit after his like career and shit. Like, my man was in a hotel room stealing grand larceny 2004, in which he pleaded guilty to criminal possession of more than $6,000 worth of jewelry stolen from in a hotel. He was released from prison in May 2010. It was interviewed by BET 2 hours later, right? And sometime in late 2014, early 2015, Ross suffered a mild stroke, likely due to high blood pressure. He has since recovered, and in 2015, said he was feeling better after adopting a healthier lifestyle, in which he gave up drinking and began eating better. I had to change my health regimen and how I eat. That's it. I'm exercising and trying to keep it up, said Rob. I don't drink no more. He is the father of 4 children, Kaylee, Rihanna, Diamond, and Million. 4 studio albums. Life Story in 2000. Black Rob Report 2005. Game Tested, Street Approved. A Genuine Article, right? So my man, even after his prison release, my man got busy. Now that article didn't mention him getting arrested for the drug charges, right? So that was another incident. Here we go. I got the report. Philip B got the report. God damn it. Hold on. There for you. Hold on, let you guys see this here. That's what. That was in 2000. Bad Boy rapper Black Rob was arrested in New York City on Sunday morning and charged with drug and weapons possession after being pulled over in Manhattan's Upper West Side. According to the spokesperson in New York District Attorney's Office, a 31-year-old Black Rob, whose real name is Robert Ross, and another man, Kwame, whatever, Thomas, was taken into custody after undercover narcotics officers spotted a handgun inside the car Rob was driving. Rob had apparently pulled the car over to sign autograph for fans when police allegedly saw the rapper pass a .22 caliber handgun to Thomas. The undercover officers called in a uniformed arrest team who discovered the gun and several tablets of what was suspected to be the drug ecstasy during the search of the car. All right, Ross and Tom were both charged with criminal possession of weapon In the third degree, in criminal possession of a controlled substance. He's facing 7 years in prison. His bail is set at $10,000, but whether he has been released is still unknown. He is, however, scheduled to return to court on Friday. Black Rob has been the most successful bad boy artist to emerge in the new year, as his Life Story debut albums has already sold more than 670,000 copies since its release. From the album Whoa, from the hit single Whoa, right? It says it wasn't immediately known if the weekend arrest would prevent Black Rob from continuing his solo tour, which is scheduled to hit Fort Wayne, Indiana in May. This article was in May. Thing went down in May. So, as we see, old boy got himself in a lot of trouble. Now, being signed to Bad Boy Records, right? When you sign a contract with a record label, you're usually given an advance, right? A lot of people think that advance money is their money, right? That advance money is to be put to use to help promote your album, right? A lot of people that money just used to buy your mama a house and shit like that. No, that money is not for that. The money is for you to help tour, promotional items, and all these things to make a buzz for your music that's about to come out. Just like I was talking about the nonprofits earlier, right? The money is supposed to go towards helping the album. And with that money, you go touring to pay your tour people and stuff. A lot of deals and stuff, the artist has to pay for his touring. Not the label, the artist pays for that. With that advance money. So, with that advance money, is to help beef up your sales so the label can recoup that money. Because the label gets that money back first. The label gets paid first before you see a dime. So they give you $100,000 advancement. Guess what? You got to sell yourself $100,000 worth of records before you see anything. Before you see a dime. That's how it goes. It's contract. You have an obligation. You sign the contract. You have an obligation. Just like you go get a job, right? Fill out your paperwork and stuff. You sign your job and stuff. You get hired. You have an obligation to perform what you were hired for, right? And if you don't perform, sorry, we're gonna have to end this. We're looking for something a little bit more polished, and they let you go, right? So there's been a lot of controversy and stuff on that. He should help. P Diddy should help Black Rob, right? Is obligated to help Black Rob. There's a lot of stuff that's been said that P Diddy beat Black Rob out of money, right? And we're gonna get into that. They're gonna say he beat Black Rob for the money. What kind of food? Right. Motherfuckers love. Motherfuckers don't post shit until I post shit. You'll watch my thing too. Yeah, where I was going here. So let me get this off the screen here. Next one. All right, 3 people with me. All right. Let me put the link in the chat. Anybody want to come out and talk about this? So there's a lot of people, and you know, black people are good for that. You owe me money for some shit, 1950, nigga. You owe me $20. I want my $20. This link in here. So we're gonna hear Black Rob talk about P Diddy and the things that P Diddy did to him. Right now, I'm not saying y'all know always think Killer B is hard on a nigga and shit. No. Right? I think people who are able to help him out, they should. Close friends, family, whoever can. Right? Fans too. But are they obligated? Like I said, health issues come along and like catches people by surprise. So most of the times it's a very sad case, right? But for somebody to put pressure on somebody, personally, I think P Diddy can help him out. There has been a GoFundMe created for Black Rob. I heard the GoFundMe was taken down. There was a GoFundMe for $50,000, only $50,000. That's not a lot of money. They got nowhere near their $50,000 goal. Nowhere near it. But that's very shocking. And some of these things tell you certain things, right? For all the people that he known in the music industry that like Black Rob, like this music, did music with him, and a lot of those people he did music with them, still sitting on a good nest egg, right? And I think the biggest contribution he got, somebody gave $1,000. Shout out to the people. I can't think of their names right now. Can't think of the name. I should have remembered the name. The people. Mike Zombie is producer. Mike Zombie started it, right? Him and another guy made a public announcement and say, hey, we're not gonna let another rapper and stuff go out like this. We're gonna help this man. And it's a righteous thing. It's an awesome thing that they did, right? And I hope that they achieve their goal of 50,000 plus, right? But the pressure that's being put on P Diddy, and P Diddy has yet to respond. Does he have to respond? Does he have to give him some money? Right now, they said P Diddy robbed him out of money. To rob somebody out of money, that's a criminal offense. So there would be some type of legal thing going on, right? To recoup that money that was stolen. P Diddy could be arrested or sued, right? But we fail when we get in certain areas out of our knowledge. We tend to not prepare, right? I'm a prime example of that shit. That's why I'm on here saying I'm a prime example of that shit. Not being prepared for situations, right? It's a lot of things that can happen in your life. You prepared to handle it. A lot of things that what comes with that is future preparations, right? Black Rob gets a royalty check every quarter. Yeah, artists get paid every quarter from their publisher. Every quarter, they get a check. I know a couple of guys and stuff that have professional albums playing the shit on the radio. They was either playing the drums in the song or producing the song or doing the hook or whatever. Every quarter, they get a check. BMI ass cap or somebody send them that check. Right? So my man, he's getting something. He's getting something. It seems that the GoFundMe came out and Black Rob, from what I've seen, that he didn't really want it to happen. That he said he good, he's straight. But what he saw in the video, he wasn't straight. But I guess he might have not thought of the reaction that the people might have had to it. You know, he's just being like a little embarrassed to say, "Nah, I'm good. I don't need nothing and stuff." When the man obviously needs help, but his actions, his decisions, help lead to the situation that he's in. And like I said, I'm good for shit like that. I'm good for shit like that in the future. Right? I hope not, but shit. I know me. Right? And y'all know you, some of you. Let's see if I can pull this thing up. Let's take a look at what old boy had to say about P Diddy.
What would you say if two e-commerce millionaires said that they wanted to build an automated Amazon store?
All right, you seen the product? Great people, Larry DM and just sharing juice top of the day on page. A bad boy from the grave. Now, if you think about when just continue, hey, I don't know. I think it gets old or something for that. But y'all leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this situation. Appreciate y'all sticking around. Also, subscribe to the platform.
That's how the woke came about.
Found the concrete like whoa. Like whoa. That shit was hard. Fuck when that shit came out. That ass, that shit was hard. Boy, hardcore and shit. Fucking love that motherfucking shit when that shit came out and shit. Rest his soul too and shit. Rest in peace. Whoa. Bad chicken time shoot. Whoa.
Everybody who said they could rap, I just go at them like 100 miles an hour. The Bronx a lot, North Park Towers, BX. I just run around on the radio with beats on the tape. Like everybody who said they could rap, I just go at them like a kid named RP. He felt him, so he was like, "Yo, listen, I got some people I know on my line." And I was thirsty at the time. You know, I signed some paperwork with him. You know, not knowing I'm signing a production deal, like signing my life away with this cat.
Not knowing. And again, listen.
And I was thirsty at the time. You know, I signed some paperwork with him. You know, not knowing I'm signing a production deal, like signing my life away with this cat. He took me to Puff.
Sign your life away? No, not necessarily. The deal might have meant signing your life away if you didn't know the proper things and how to handle the things that are within that contract. Right? Let's go.
They went to Howard together. You know, like if I'd have knew Puff at that, if I'd have knew what it boiled down to all this, I should have knew better. Went up to the office and it was on 18th Street.
Should have knew better to see that.
I went up there, I spit it out for Puff. I had my tape. You know, so the cassette was out, man. So all y'all dudes, man, I understand how far I'm going back. I'm going back to Max Cell, TDK, started rapping, you know, and he was like, "Yo, that's hot." Puff was like, "Yo, listen, man, I'll let you go in the lounge for a little while and come see me." So about 10, 20 minutes later, he came back out like, "Yo, I'm fuck with you." So from there, man, it was like history after that, man. You know, a couple months later, you know, I got a big check. And I was just in Harlem, man, flossing, man.
Got a big check. and he was just up in Harlem, just flossing. Got a big check, and he was just up in Harlem, just flossing. Giving niggas a couple of dollars.
I'm on the bullshit, and know you can't go on tours. And, yo, we're gonna put the album out next week. And it don't come out next week. And, we got 6 months to do this. So come with us over here and write this for me. That takes a toll on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this cat, he think I can't, think I ain't that nigga. That's how the woke came about. Must I pound the concrete like, everything to me is wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see a bitch with a fat ass, and I turn back like, oh, you see that shit? Cars go by, I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. You feel me? So it was like a no-brainer. I was just spitting joints that just basically said who I was and who I was trying to be. Not really trying to be, but trying to let y'all know who I be. Every record after that.
So basically, say, he signed a label, the album supposed to drop it, they pushed it back. Things happen, they have other artists they might want to drop and not drop yours. They might conflict with that, or it might conflict with some other labels, artists that just dropped out. So they got to be strategic in the time and stuff. Things drop. Sometimes shit don't drop.
It was like, like jabs and uppercuts. What am I? I'm a star in the hood. Gangsta. Man, like some of these dudes out here, these dudes is trash, man.
You already said I'm gangster.
They crazy trash. Like, it's no creativity, no authenticity. It's you don't even have style, swag, nothing. But you're able to spit a couple of words, and the people that you got behind you is able to push that, and it's a big record. You know what I'm saying? See, back then, you had to really be a spitter. Come out with some creativity. Up north, I only listen to like 2 or 3 niggas. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Kiss. You know what I'm saying? Fifth. You know what I'm saying? And probably Banks. Ooh, look who I was hanging with. You know what I'm saying? Big. You know what I'm saying? Rocks. Mace. Everybody on that label was gold and platinum. And Puff was looking for something else. You feel me? But, it wasn't never a situation where, Puff, let me know, you got something for us? So I was like, I got something for you. So that's when I brought G Dep in the game. I mean, if y'all read about it, or I know y'all read books and understand.
So he brings G Dep to the label, right? He just what he said. He brings G Dep to the label. Now, all that money, the advancement he got, get some lawyers, get some education about the industry. But this is the 90s and shit. Like he said, he grew up poor and stuff. Like, I think his mom kicked him out or something like that real young. So my man wasn't quite educated in anything. But when you're an industry, it's not their job to educate you. That's your job. I don't care where you come from. It's your job. Yeah, somebody might feel bad for you. Yeah, but it's business. It's not their job to come out their pocket and get somebody to show you how all this stuff works. No. It's not their job. Plain example, right? I was playing one of his joints. There's a little debate league and stuff that's out there that used to be something a group called In the Black Media, right? And they had a so-called partnership, but there was one person that owned the channel, and the money that they got from the channel, they split it up, and he distributed the money. There were some things that happened, and they parted ways, and my man, he kept the money. He kept the thing. It's all his. And there was one smart lady. You got 3 niggas, and you got a sister that came in. I remember this. Like, a lot of people, some of y'all know what I'm talking about right now. Right? I don't talk about it. I don't discuss it. But there was a lady that joined up with their team that were doing all the media stuff, all the graphic design and all this stuff, right? And she wanted to put some contract out to protect herself with her work that she's doing. And he didn't want to do it, or they didn't want to do it, or whatever. Bye. She parted ways with them. Right? And it's just the way things happen. Me, for example, my video I was doing earlier, I was telling y'all about my events that I've done and how my events that they make me a fucking dime, but it gave me the networking skills and the plugs that I need to achieve bigger things, right? And not only the city came and contacted me right after that, a nonprofit contacted me, and through the nonprofit, I got hooked up with the biggest ad campaign that Mountain Dew has ever put out. It was in Forest Magazine, a multi-million-dollar ad campaign, the biggest ad campaign Mountain Dew has ever put out, and it was with Lil Wayne. And I got put down on that project. Me coming in, starstruck, the leader of the marketing company that closed the deal, he was a music exec for I think it was Arista Records. He's the music exec for. His name's OJ. He contacts me. I'm starstruck, right? I know my shit. I know I'm popping. I already know that. Like everybody know that I'm popping. I got this shit popping. But I didn't know the business. So what did I do? Blah, 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 blah. He asked me what do I do and how I do all this stuff. Blah, 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 blah. And guess what? I spilled all the beads. I gave him the whole gumbo. Dumped it right out. Dumped it right on the table for him. Didn't know about a non-disclosure agreement. Didn't know about that until part the way through. And by then it was too late. It was too late. I already spilled the bag. So from that point, they didn't need me. Right? Well, they didn't know quite like, who I was and shit. So that campaign was a complete flop. But my man got that money, so it didn't even matter. It didn't matter to him. The campaign flopped, but he got millions of dollars. Right? And there's things that I watch on TV today that has to do with Mountain Dew that I created. I go right on YouTube right now and look at all my work. Right there in front of my damn face. My whole work, all my shit. Right there in my face. Another brother from Atlanta had a clothing company called Coolio. He was from Connecticut. He moved to Atlanta and stuff, had his clothing line and stuff. I think it was Red Bull. Needed his help for something. Same shit happened. Same shit. Ran his mouth. They ain't need you no more. And had the nerve to invite him to the after party. And he helped spearhead the whole thing. They get a fucking dime. Right? So it's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's your fault. Let's keep going.
What was going on with that? He got snatched from me, and I had a conversation with Puff like, yo, I can't let you, I can't let both of you. I'm like, both, like, that's my artist. Like, he and I just had the paperwork. He just snatched them from me. I just feel like, if me and Depp was together, we could do bigger things than Bad Boy could have ever did for us. Black Rob. That was some sucker shit. You don't do that. You don't do that in the game. Like if you selling coke in the town, you feel me? And me and you, we chilling, and I take you to the Connect, and we sitting there. You ain't even supposed to be saying nothing. Like you just there just to be there. You know what I'm saying? Don't open your mouth.
That's another mistake niggas make. You heard what you said? Back that up.
You feel me? And me and you, we chilling, and I take you to the Connect, and we sitting there. You ain't even supposed to be saying nothing. Like you just there just to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about G-Dep. G-Dep takes to the Bad Boy and stuff. He said it's like going to see the plug. We hustling and shit, and I take you to go see the plug. You ain't supposed to be saying shit. You just supposed to be sitting there. Right? But that's not what happened. And this ain't P Diddy ain't the coke dealer. P Diddy ain't the coke dealer. That's not the coke dealer. That's a businessman. It's a big difference. See, a lot of niggas like to bring street ghetto shit, which is usually uneducated motherfuckers, right? I keep it 100. It could be a group of uneducated, dumbass motherfuckers, right? They don't care about nothing else but what they doing, bagging their shit up and selling. They don't care about nothing else, right? They don't care about the world, reality, outside of the reality or the dream world of which they're in, or the reality of what they're in, not dream world, but the reality of what they're in. They think the whole world supposed to evolve around that hood ghetto lifestyle. That the world works like the hood ghetto lifestyle. That how things what do you call it? Negotiations and things like that. Like it all. Now this was like the first thing they'll talk about is some drug shit. Like yo, fucking shit. It's like going to see the plug and shit. Nigga, I bring you and shit. You ain't supposed to be rapping with that nigga. That nigga ain't supposed to give you nothing and shit. He supposed to give me and I give it to you, nigga. You just riding with me. You my boy. You supposed to shut the fuck up. Right? Now listen.
Open your mouth, doggy. So, when that happened, I was real upset, man. But then I looked at it on the brighter side. I said, you know what? At least you over here with me, dog.
Dumbass. Booger eating niggas. Straight up. Booger eating niggas. That's some booger eating shit. Well, man, shit, at least you're still over here. I just let them do what they doing and shit. At least you getting some bread too, my nigga. At least you getting something too, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, give me one second. Make over here. Know what I'm saying? So like I said, our decisions and what we want to be content with and shit in our lives, right? Before he even P Diddy say, "Yo, you got anybody for me?" He supposed to already have his little production, his little record label already set. Like, yo, all them niggas in contract and shit. Like, then go to him and be like, "Yo, these are my artists. These are my artists." And P Diddy cut a deal with that nigga. Cut a deal with him. So he paying him. He paid back Rob, and back Rob played G-Dep. Not bringing that nigga to P Diddy, and P Diddy give that nigga the money, and you just sit there looking like a dumbass. Y'all feel me? Y'all don't feel me. Like, that's not right. That's not fair. That's business. And it is fair.
Dudes treat you like McDonald's fries, man, in the game sometimes, especially when you're dealing with certain people. When McDonald's fries get cold, you don't want them no more. You know that, right? So
that's with anything. Me being a sales rep, that's the number one rule. You ride the fucking wave, nigga. You ride that motherfucking wave, because this shit can be over tomorrow. Your sales supposed to be on the up, the up, the up, the up, the up, the up. But when that shit start plateauing, guess what? They don't need you no more. They don't need you no more, because the sales supposed to go up. They damn sure ain't supposed to go down. They supposed to go up, and they not supposed to stay stagnant ever. Sales supposed to go up. So when you don't produce, guess what? Sorry, Mr. Killer B. We appreciate all the work you've done for the company, but I feel that we're gonna have to move on from here. Yeah. So have a nice day. That's basically how I go. That should be like two minute, not even 2 minute conversation. That should be like a minute and a half conversation. Not even that. And that be the end of it. That's how I go down. And guess what they do? They go get another sales rep. The other sales rep now coming is going to come with his accounts. The sales rep, independent sales rep, got all their accounts. They got all the people that they have do business with. And what you do, you bring their company to all your clients. But when you leave, guess what? They're still going to be buying that product. So the new sales rep that's coming in, he's coming with his own clients, right? He might have been doing work with some of your clients too, right? Let's say he did work with half of your clients, but he coming with his own clients now that the company wasn't doing business with. And guess what? And you're in that, that new rep is in my territory. Guess what? They're going to give them all my accounts. All the clients that I was doing, that I brought to the company, they're not going to give it to him. And guess what? They still going to be making sales. Your client's not going to stop ordering from them. Sometimes if you cool enough like that, they be like, man, fuck that. They fired you and shit, man, fuck that. I ain't ordering shit for them niggas. Sometimes the motherfucking account only orders shit from you because they like you. Not because the shit that good. They can just get rid of it, but they fuck with you like that. So they get it. I used to do that shit when I worked in the shop, when I was manager in the shop. Sales reps was my boys and shit. I cooked the fuck out of those orders and shit. Orders be big as fuck. I make his orders bigger than everybody fucking orders. He don't even got the dopest shit. Right? And I get my little kickbacks on the side. He giving me free shoes and fucking all types of shit on the side and shit. Like, you know what I mean? But that's how the shit go. Let's go.
That's how Bad Boy was treating dudes at that time. I always thought it was a family situation. You feel me? Like
business. Bad Boy family, that's just a name, nigga.
Who told me, like, yo, listen, man, I'm not gonna do this anymore. Like, the Biggie just got killed, and I don't want to do it no more. I think I can live off R&B, and I don't sing R&B. So therefore, that put me like out the whip. Like, you're out the whip, y'all. So I made it clear, like, yo, listen, man, what the fuck, what I'm gonna do? So Puff was like, okay, that's when he made.
Notice he didn't say what Puffy said. Because Posey told him the truth. I don't want to do hip hop no more. I don't want all the troubles and the headaches and all that shit, right? Look what he said. Then when it come down to Puff, what Puff said, la 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 la. That means Puff told you some real shit, and you don't want to tell the people that he just told you some grown man shit. You don't want to accept it.
No way out. We all on the cover. You know what I'm saying? He made that, and that. After that record, he definitely wanted to do hip hop because that's what took him over the top. Hip hop, not R&B. I used to be in the studio with Big, and you know what I'm saying? We in one studio. He got another studio over there, and there'd be a pad right here and a pad in that room. You know what I'm saying? So, I used to be like, damn, let me see this nigga right. Let me see what Big writes. I used to get up, go in that room, nothing. Go in this room, look, nothing. That alone separates Big from anybody. So, to compare Ross to this dude, Big, it can't happen. It can never. I don't hear Big in Ross. BR said that, Puff. Don't do that, P. As far as, all people up at Bad Boy, nobody reached out to me one time. I don't even care. Because all it takes is a press of the button, Department of Corrections, you know my name, you know my birthday. I used to work here.
No. They don't have to contact you. You incarcerated. You fucked up their money. Look at Old Dirty Bastard and shit. He was a liability. He get locked up and shit. He come out and who was that? Damon Dash gave him a whole bunch of money that RZA didn't give to him. He like, fuck that. RZA ain't give me this money. This nigga gonna give me the shit. RZA ain't giving that motherfucker no bread because he don't want him to fuck it up. And I love me some Old Dirty Bastard. That's my motherfucking favorite rapper all motherfucking day, every day. But I can understand that shit. These niggas are a liability. Now, you got Puffy got a record label, but he under somebody else. Just like Eminem and Dr. Dre, they underneath somebody. They underneath a major label. Those are niggas with the money. They hand them the money to give you the money. You know what I'm saying? They got a certain budget. And they got to produce. They have to produce. What do I look like giving a nigga $100,000 and shit, and the nigga get locked up 3 months later? How I'm getting my money back? How I'm getting my money back? The nigga locked up for 5 years, he get out. Ain't nobody want to listen to what the fuck he rapping about now. Where my money come from? That shit ain't buzzing. I got to spend money on the studios and all that fucking shit. Nobody want to hear that, nigga.
Heard that, this nigga went seeing this nigga Wayne in jail. You ain't come see me, y'all. Like, all the years we spent together, like, that shit didn't mean nothing to you, dog. Like, you actually think I'm not your man? So that, like...
I'm not sure. If you guys let me know in the chat. Is Wayne Shine? I think he might be talking about Shine. If I'm not mistaken. It could be somebody else. My brain's not clicking and shit. Shine was shooting up motherfuckers and shit for the niggas. So, like, he saved P Diddy ass. So, I don't know. That's probably why he went to go visit him and not you.
Told me, like, yo, that nigga was never my man. Ever. You got like 50 employees, man. You ain't even have to write the letter. I got sick with the kidney shit. You know what I'm saying? And up there, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was asking me that I have insurance and all this. Yeah, I had insurance. When I was employed at Bad Boy Records, I had insurance. Oh, well, you need to call them and see what's up with that. So I called them. My lawyer calls them, and they talking about, oh, nah, we took them off of that. Y'all took me off of that, so I'm supposed to get these meds and shit, man.
You're incarcerated. You're no longer any use to the label. You're incarcerated. They can't make money from you behind bars. You're a liability. They still trying to recruit money. And like they said, fucking, you only make one hit record, nigga. Like, know what I'm saying? You only make one hit record. So, like, of course, it's business.
Oh, what? All right. So now it's like, all right, you took me off the medication shit. You took me off the insurance.
See, we like think like people supposed to like look out for you like you in prison or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? A nigga give you a suit and shit. Like, I gave you that suit, nigga. You get 3 suits back, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's shit like that, but that's not the real world. It's sad to say that people have to find that shit out like that, but this is what it is. It's crazy.
Now you take me off the website. You don't come see me. You don't write me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need no money because, like I said, I always get money. You know what I'm saying? Like, my records sell, they sold, so I'm always going to have some type of money coming in my account or whatever.
So what's going on now? We're going to get to what was going on. I don't know for sure, but we can get a strong sense of what was going on.
It was like they said, well, fuck that nigga. All right? Now I'm home, and I shouldn't say fuck y'all niggas. You feel me? That's funny, right? Puff wasn't the one doing the records with me. You know what I'm saying? He was just the last word. Good record. I like that. I want to get on that. It's a good record. No, he's not in the studio 20 hours, 15 hours with me.
He ain't supposed to be.
Never. It wasn't no.
That's like an employee working in the factory and shit, and they looking at the supervisor. That nigga don't do shit. He getting paid 3 times as much as us and shit. That nigga don't do shit. He got other shit to do. When he in that office, he looking at numbers and shit. He got spreadsheets and shit that you have no idea how to do.
No love over there, man. There was no love. Like, dudes was just using, like, trying to use me. Like, yo, why my shit ain't selling? Like, why I can't get it on Music by Mail? Why I can't get it here? Like, why I can't buy a cassette of this shit? You feel me? It's because motherfuckers took that shit off the shelf. They used the Black Rob Report, you know what I'm saying, as a springboard for the Biggie duet album. But Puff wasn't doing nothing. He didn't have no records out. It was dry. Everybody was going. So, okay, Black Rob. I should call myself the savior over there. I went and did my little clown.
And what that means, too, is that P Diddy ain't getting that much money no more. Shit is flopping. So there ain't no money flowing in like that to be fucking up.
Whatever. You know, as soon as I see him, they say, yo, you know I wasn't coming to get you, right?
Yo, BR, what up, my dude?
What up? Okay.
Yo, kick that thing you taking in the studio.
Yeah, yo, what's that joint? Round town, I'm bound, shake the ground, shake the town. Wave the pound, lays you down. This album coming out, man, losing's not an option. You feel me? That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to lose right now. You feel me? I got a lot to talk about. I got a lot of songs that talk about, you know, my whole life as a whole. Got some songs talk about, you know, the periods we've been talking about, what I was doing then, or how I'm going through right now, or what I was doing, you know, during the time when this record was out. 4 years of being locked down, but that's a lot of time that we sit down and think, man. And that's all I did was think, man. No weed, no liquor, no pills. I'm focused. I mean, if you love me, I love you back.
No weed, no liquor, no, you supposed to be doing that shit anyway.
If you hate me, y'all, fuck you. See me when you see me. Punch you in the fucker's face.
And that's how niggas act. That's how niggas act and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now they mad in the world and shit. Like, now they want to punch somebody in their fucking mouth. It's simple as that. That shit be crazy. That shit be crazy, yo. That shit be mad crazy. So, like, now, let's take a look. No, I got a little thing to play. This nigga.
How would you like to see 5 real-life examples of people making over $1 million a year online?
Then we're gonna get to P Diddy.
And you and Mark Curry, y'all showed y'all ass on that record. Right. That was an energy. Just listen to it. Listen to that.
Nah, man. You know, he's nigga, you know what I'm saying? Shooting people, man, at the club, man.
That's your street artist.
Yeah. He never even came at me like, yo, make this kind of record. I was making it, and it was all right.
I think you was their street artist. I think you was Bad Boy street artist, signature street artist.
Yeah.
Because after Big, they didn't really have nobody who was Shine.
Oh, no, I don't want to talk about him.
You don't even want to talk about him now. He don't want to talk about him, but listen to what he says about Shine. Now turn around that on him. Now listen what he says.
You don't want to talk about that?
Nah, man. You know, he's nigga, you know what I'm saying? Shooting people, man, at the club, man. I can't accept that.
I'm saying you rap about that type of lifestyle though. He didn't do nothing but personify some of the things that you say on record.
Nah, but he did it because he did it. You know, he didn't even know why he did it.
Don't matter, right? He ain't right. He don't condone that type of shit. But Black Rob gets fucking arrested for breaking into a hotel room stealing jewelry. Black Rob gets arrested and shit for firearm and drugs. Now, what's wrong with P Diddy having that same outlook, having that same way of thinking applied to him? Just how he's applying that to Shine. Y'all get what I'm saying? And homeboy checked him. He's like, yo, you rhyme about shit like that. You rhyme about stuff like that. Hold on. Look.
Style though, he didn't do nothing but personify some of the things that you say on record.
Nah, but he did it because he did it. You know, he didn't even know why he did it.
That's how you feel?
That's how I is.
Rolling up the drugs, rolling up the weed and shit.
That's how it is. He didn't know why he spit that flame like that.
Is he in New York City? Weed ain't legal in New York City yet. See, back in the shit.
I thought he felt threatened by Matthew Scar Allen. I thought he made Puff feel uncomfortable or something like that.
I know Matthew Scar, man. And you know, he used to come up to me, man, and be like, y'all hate your man, man.
Said he hate who he was talking about, Puff?
Puff.
What
like,
was
I hate your man, Rob, man.
You know what I'm saying? You see that nigga, man, tell that nigga I want to see. I'm like, yo, man, why you telling me?
What did he have
He's in
personal?
there right now. Go over there now, see. That was, you know what I'm saying? I was in the party that night.
Oh, so you was there?
Yeah, I was there.
What was you situated at when all that shit started? When all that bullshit started happening?
By the bar.
Okay.
I was by the bar. Me and Fredro.
From Onyx.
Yeah.
Y'all just chilling.
We just chilling, man. All of a sudden, man, bow, bow, bow. We look. Nigga right there was busting off. Like, we just ducked and got out of there. You know what I mean?
Prior to that, he didn't strike you as the type of cat that wild out like that. I mean, he had gangster street themed music too. Sean.
Yeah, me and Sean, man. You know, I really can't.
Yeah, that's a good ass ice cream.
Put my finger on it, man. It wasn't nice when I was saying I was the nicest nigga over there. I was making it known.
Right. Oh, you were saying that when he was there?
Yeah. Come on, what?
You used to say that to him?
Yeah. Oh, man. Go ahead, Rob, yo. Come on, man. I ain't having that, man. We can battle right now.
That's type time you used to be on in the studio?
Yeah, that was the type of time I was on when I was over there.
That's what's up.
You know?
You said we could battle right now.
Yeah, right now, man.
When you was doing that time up north, because I didn't interview at least 3 people that was locked up with you.
Yeah.
Did you ever trade any?
That's stuff but now all you have to do is pay attention to what you're saying. Pay attention to what they're saying. Right now. Oh, man, where's that shit at? That's it.
All right, you.
Hold on. I don't know. Let me know. I know a couple of y'all watching and shit. Let me know what y'all thinking. Oh, here we go.
Black Rob. No. You didn't throw me off with that. One of the things that everybody.
Listen what P Diddy, but he said something like off, kind of off record and shit. Listen to what the homeboy said, and we're gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna go over there. Listen what he said.
Everybody has to understand is like there hasn't been a lot of labels. I think man, you come to me a couple times. I'm really happy. So what happened to Black Rob? Black Rob. No. You didn't throw me off with that. One of the things that everybody has to understand is like there hasn't been a lot of labels that have had the longevity of Bad Boy. I think Bad Boy gets a lot of heat and gets a bad rap because we've been in the public eye long enough.
if you really analyze every label and you look at their artists, and you ask where their artists at, 5, 10, 15 years later, there's some casualties that have been had.
But what comes in, what is so fucked up?
Black Rob went to jail.
We can't put your label in that.
Point blank. Black Rob went to jail.
Everybody else's category.
No, you can't.
You cannot. You know why? Fam, when that Craig Mack and that video touched down, it was so unbelievable, my brother. It's like, I think, and he's only going up.
That Craig Mack album, I brought that shit. I worked at Pepper Farms and shit. It was like my first week there, my first paycheck. That was the first thing I did. I brought Method Man album and Craig Mack and shit. I think it was and shit. And the nigga sold me some of that chocolate Buddha and shit at work. First goddamn paycheck and shit. I got me some chocolate Buddha. I got me Craig Mack and I got me Method Man and shit. Y'all don't know much about that chocolate Buddha and shit. Chocolate Buddha. I ain't had that shit nowhere else in the United States. Except out here, Tri-State. Chocolate Buddha, nigga.
Since it's I think it has a little bit lasting memory because of your artist. And there's some labels that got an artist that got one record, but that's whatever. We're talking about artists that have a couple albums, a couple good albums. So people definitely want to know. So is Black Rob still on that one?
Yeah, let me please address that, sir.
Yeah.
What I am, I'm a provider of an opportunity. I own a label called Bad Boy. I don't have a secret type of spell to control people's lives.
There you go. He's a label that provides opportunity. Opportunity. Right? He can take somebody off the street today and give them the opportunity to be a star. To be a star. Take a nigga off the street that ain't got nothing. Y'all can't say that about P Diddy. P Diddy worked hard. P Diddy worked real hard to get to where he at. Worked real hard. Especially as a young black man. The man was traveling across states every day to make it to where he at today. And he says Bad Boy is a label that provides opportunity. And he ain't cast no magic spells or anything to control nobody's life.
I can't keep Black Rob out of jail. I cannot. That's something that I could not do. You know what I'm saying? I love Black Rob to death.
I don't think people blame you. I don't think people look at you as
I'm not being defensive.
As reason for why he's.
I'm just stating a fact. I'm not being defensive. Yeah, I can't. That's what happened to Black Rob. If Black Rob was here and around, I know he'd be making great music. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to name no name. I've had to deal with artists. I walked into my booth one time and the artist was in the corner of the booth smoking crack. I've dealt with.
Y'all hear that? Is he talking about Black Rob? Was that Black Rob in the corner of the studio booth and shit smoking crack? Was it? Let me know now. What do y'all think? Is that what he talking about? It's funny that they talk about Rob. You talk that his long thing. You talking about Mace, and he got in the Black Rob, and he drops that. Let's back it up. Listen.
I'm stating a fact. I'm not being defensive. Yeah, I can't. That's what happened to Black Rob. If Black Rob was here and around, I know he'd be making great music. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to name no name. I've had to deal with artists. I walked into my booth one time and the artist was in the corner of the booth smoking crack. I've dealt with so many crazy things. I've had somebody tell me they was gonna be a pastor and we was hot. I've had somebody smoking crack. I've had somebody in a police chase. I mean, it just comes with the game. I mean, you can say it's bad fortune, good fortune. I've had ups.
And that's fucked up. That's fucked up that he has to deal with that. He has people he got to answer to. that give him that money. That give him that money to provide opportunity for these people that he turns into stars under his label. He talked about Mace before. I'm not going to play it though. He talks about Mace getting, I forgot how much was the advance, right? For a couple albums, and a couple months later, Mace talking about, I don't want to rap no more. I want to be a preacher. I want to be a preacher. What the fuck, nigga? We just gave you like $100,000, nigga. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? P Diddy said, all right, man, like, you know, all right. And then the nigga came back and shit and was on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And he had to write that shit off. That's a lot of fucking money. Look, listen what he said.
I've had downs that comes with the game. So check it out. You want to go to Def Jam, Slick Rick went to jail. This one did that. This one fell off. This one got arrested for rape. You know, it's just this world we live in. We have not figured out psychologically, and also I don't think that we needed like a rapper union psychological type of.
I'll speak it on Black Rob's health issues. You know what I'm saying? Black Rob says there ain't no more smoking and drinking, doing pills and shit. And the look of Black Rob could have been doing something extra. I'm just saying, I don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? Please forgive me if it's not true. And I hope Black Rob returns to good health soon, very soon, right? But P Diddy said, like, yo, man, I got to deal with crazy shit. I walked to my booth, his studio. I walked in my fucking booth, and the nigga smoking crack with that motherfucker. And I'm paying this motherfucker thousands of dollars. And this nigga got the nerve to be sitting up in my booth, motherfucker, smoking crack. And you supposed to be here working.
Oversee it to help rap artists with their careers because a lot of them have crashed and burned.
But you know, this is the first time. You know what? I'm not talking about.
So when you interview me, you're gonna need a couple of hours.
Nah, we gonna rock out. Yeah. Listen, we gonna rock out. Top 97 Funk Flash.
But shout out to Black Rob. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he definitely was one of the dopest artists I ever pleasure working with. Take your time, brother.
It's Hot 97.
That dirty money. Dirty money back. You know, the game started getting a little rough, so everybody had this. Everybody wasn't clicking for everybody right away. So when it wasn't clicking right away, I think he decided, well, let me go back to church. But the problem,
I'm making this quick video.
You know what I'm saying, y'all? Y'all tell me what's going on. I believe it's somebody else's turn to give up to my. I believe that P Diddy has done a lot. What up, Nagy? I didn't see you up in here. That's what's up, yo. All right, you come up in here. I'm looking at another screen and stuff, so I couldn't see you when you came in the room. So we put the link up. I'm only gonna be on here a little bit longer and stuff. Right on. Do the link if you want to come on. But yo, that's what I'm saying, yo. Like that shit crazy. And black people be thinking like black people really gotta be looking out for black people and shit like that. No, we don't. Like that shit crazy. That shit crazy. Only we do that. Like they try to take jail shit and hood shit and bring it to fucking reality. No. You're not gonna sit here and fuck up my money. I was talking about this shit the other night, right? I had an apartment and shit, right? My other boy came back from the army, had and became my roommate and shit. I was living with two bitches and shit, right? I was like Jack Tripper, 3's company, shit, right? So I got rid of the bitches. So it was me, solo. I got a couple other roommates. They wasn't shit, like, you know what I mean? Then my boy came back military. He living there. Then we had our other boy and shit. Like, he ain't never did shit with himself. So he got put out wherever he was, like, mooching from. And He's sitting up in our shit, sleeping on our motherfucking couch. So I'm like, nigga. I'm like, motherfucker, you gotta give us something, nigga. You gotta go out there and find a job, some kind of shit. What up, nigga? And
Yo, what's up, killer?
Chilling. And so like this nigga and shit be sleeping on my couch. And at this time, I was fucking with Labor Ready and shit, right? The Hebrew Israelites to drag me down to the point where fucking I'm at goddamn Labor Ready, right? So I'm waking up, I'm leaving the house like 4:30 in the morning, smoke my blunt on the way to motherfucking Labor Ready and shit. With the shit open at 5:30, so the motherfucker be open at 5:30, so I can be first in line to get me a little job and shit, get my little bullshit ass $30-$40 that day, right? And I'm walking out the door, and I gotta look at this motherfucker sitting on my motherfucking couch. I'm like, nigga, get your ass up, nigga. Like, you signed up for that shit, nigga, go to work, nigga. Fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least make you some money so you don't have to be asking me for shit. You know what I'm saying? So you don't gotta be asking me for shit. At least make money. You're not giving us shit. At least get some money so you don't have to ask us for shit other than some place to fucking stay. Like, you know what I mean? That shit crazy. Like, this shit crazy. My boy was like, oh, what? I'm like, nah, man, fuck that. I'm going to work, motherfucker. I gotta walk miles, nigga, to this son of a bitch and make $30-$40 and shit and be at that bitch all day, then walk back, nigga. Why this motherfucker sitting on the couch? Hell no, shit crazy. But nigga,
so wait, what time period was this?
This was like fucking. This was right after I joined the motherfucking cult. Started fucking with that Hebrew Israelite shit.
Yeah, I know. But what group were you in?
Oh, that's when I was fucking with them House of David motherfuckers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is like when I first started.
Yeah, the proto GMS group. Yeah.
So that's why I was super like fucking anal on that shit too.
And you know what's so weird about that? You know what's so odd about that is that you and that guy weren't very much alone in that. There were lots of other Hebrew Israelite groups that had guys that were crashing at the place, and they weren't actually doing anything to contribute.
Nah, they said they working for the Most High.
So here's the thing. Here's the situation as far as I've heard it. And it sounds pretty bad, but it's the truth. There were guys that were literally in the pad, just not paying.
Yep.
And they would read that part where Paul says, if you don't work, you don't eat.
Yep.
You can see how messed up that is.
Yeah, but they did a what we call a Wham Bam Shaluzio out of nigga. And say they working because they doing the Most High's work. So that omitted them from an obligation to actually get a job.
And that is absolutely not what Paul is talking about. Paul is saying that people were thinking that Jesus was gonna come back, so they weren't working. So he was saying, yeah, get your butt in gear, work.
No, but this motherfucker was white and shit.
He was white. Okay, all right. Well, that makes it even worse because he's in my wheelhouse then.
And I'm like, I'll be damned if I'm paying rent and bills and got to go to motherfucking Labor Ready, and I got this motherfucking Edomite on my motherfucking couch. So I hear that shit like, my boy or not, nigga, you got to go, goddamn Edomite. Especially when I was learning that shit, I'm like, oh hell no, I had this motherfucking Edomite up in here.
Oh yeah, that lazy bum Edomite is going into slavery. ASAP.
Yep. Going into motherfucking slavery. Yep. Well, he's in prison right now and shit. He got like 7 years for strangulation and shit.
Ew.
Yeah, the dude I was talking about on my couch and shit. Like he got hooked on drugs bad. His kid's mother and shit came to pick him up. He left his phone somewhere. Like, he got all the plugs in there to get his shit. So they got to where they was going. He noticed his phone wasn't there. He like, nah, bitch, you gotta take me back to get my motherfucking phone. And she wouldn't take him and shit. So that motherfucker, like, I think he pulled a knife on her, or something, choked the dog shit out of her, and made her drive back. And they had to stop somewhere for gas or some shit. And she got out and called the cops. Had the people in the gas station call the cops. They came arrest him.
That's just a crazy situation.
Yep. He had a rough life though. That motherfucker got kicked out of his house since he was like 13, 14 years old.
Oh man, that's also crazy.
Yeah, he been on his own since he was like 14 and shit, living wherever he could live and shit. Dad beat the dog shit out of that motherfucker.
Oh man,
that up, used to fuck him up. Like, yeah, kick him out. Like, don't come back, motherfucker. Like type shit. So like, yeah, he was crazy. That shit was crazy. But this shit with Black Rob though, like, what you think? Like, motherfuckers is really hating on P Diddy. Like, P Diddy is obligated to lend this man a hand. Like, I understand it, but P Diddy gave him the opportunity to make like $1 zillion, and he could make $1 million.
Okay, you want to hear my thoughts on this? I'll give you. Here's my thoughts.
Yeah.
If I give you any amount of money, you're basically my slave from that point on. So if I give you a huge amount of money, then you're basically really going to be my slave. So that means if I say you're gonna wake up at this time and you're gonna go to bed at this time, then that's how it's gonna be, and the money is contingent on you obeying me.
Right. That's what the contract is all about. Like they said, I'll sign my life over. No, you signed that contract, motherfucker. You got that advance money. How many was 50,000 he got for advance money? That's money in advance. You ain't done shit. You ain't seen nothing.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Unlike regular slavery, my punishment wouldn't be a whipping. It would be a all right. So now you don't get any money. That's it. Money's off. We're turning off the money.
Yeah, he went to jail and he was all fucked up in jail. And they asked him about health insurance. He said, "Yeah, a bad boy had health insurance for me, right?" He called his lawyer to call a bad boy and shit. He said, "Nah, we canceled that shit, nigga. You in jail." It's not like
yeah.
It's not like you got sick on the street and you're not incarcerated and got sick. No, motherfucker, you went to jail. You were no longer used to us. You failed us. Like, know what I'm saying? You failed us. It's sad to look at the man and to see that. But the crimes and all that stuff, I know he had a rough life too. Like they said he was kicked out at 13. Mother said, "Get out my face, I don't want to see you," type shit. That's fucked up. Like, know what I'm saying? But P Diddy came along and gave the man an opportunity. So I would be looking at that son of a bitch like, Jesus. From the state that I was in, and this man came and said, "Huh." That motherfucker just said, "Huh." All you gotta do is rap, nigga. And no, you want to get in trouble and shit. You want to do other dumb shit. You want to break.
Yeah. That sounds like a pretty good deal. That sounds like an awesome deal. I would probably, I would take that and hold on to it, just like that job I just got.
Yep. And a lot of people say P Diddy be robbed. P Diddy ain't robbed nobody. Everybody saw that contract. It's not P Diddy's fault that you didn't want to read it.
Yeah. That the funny thing, a contract is different from putting a gun to someone's head and saying, "Give me all your jewelry, give me your phone, give me your wallet."
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I think everyone understands what a jack boy is.
Yeah, and this is what this man chose to do over making records. He got a lot of records, so he getting a royalty check. Like, know what I mean? The man basically homeless, he said. Basically homeless now. There was some other motherfucker that was mad famous I saw on the internet the other day. Oh, no. That was the Junkyard Dog I was reading about. The Junkyard Dog.
Oh, you want to hear something kind of weird? You know the guy that was a big skateboard dude back in the day, Bam Margera?
Yeah. I actually knew Bam Margera. I actually used to skate with him.
He's like a mess now. I mean, his mental health is a mess.
Yep. My boy just built a skate park at his house last year.
Wow, it would be cool if he was the guy he was, but he's not.
Yeah. Shit, yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad. But it's just like regular motherfuckers getting money and not knowing what to do with it. Especially when it come in so fast that you don't care about figuring out what to do, because you always think this money is gonna be here and money is always gonna keep coming. until it starts trickling down and shit. And you still like living it up like you got that first check. And the motherfuckers start getting short. And now you got to pay for shit. Motherfuckers saying, yo, we got this bill and shit we got to pay. And like now you looking crazy. Like Junkyard Dog at the end of his shit, this nigga was doing odd jobs. Junkyard Dog was like the face of WWE. Like that was like the most, they said he was the most loved wrestler in the whole league and never won a championship.
Yeah, you know that's just wild and crazy that people get famous and then they have to do like, regular people work.
Drugs will do it, yo. Drugs will fuck your ass up.
Oh yeah. Good example. DMX getting messed up.
Yeah, and your dog was getting high as a kite. That nigga was smoking crack like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that is one of the worst addictions after smoking cigarettes is crack, because they're both maintenance addictions.
Yep. You just keep going, motherfucker.
You gotta keep that status, and you gotta keep that like high going.
Yep. Be off to the races. That motherfuckers call it off to the races.
Yeah, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
You keep going till the wheels fucking fall off. God damn it.
And that's usually what happens if you don't have a pit crew to fix you every time you break down.
A motherfucker say you can have $5,000, right? You're gonna take your first hit and you ain't gonna quit until that 5,000 gone.
Yeah, here's the sad thing is you'll burn through it so fast.
Yeah. That shit crazy. Like, know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad, man. It's sad. A lot of people got problems and shit. They have the cities and states and shit. They make programs to help motherfuckers and shit, because the help is always there. The help is free too. Sometimes the free shit might not be the best shit, but the shit there. But it's up to you.
And you know what the worst part is? The people who take those programs, the booger eaters, they go in there and they're like, yeah, it didn't work for me. I gotta go back to the drug.
Yep. A lot of people don't. They feel they know more than the people trying to help them. You know what I'm saying? And some people go for help when it's too late. Sometimes it'd be too late by the time they go look for help. And then things starts fucked up, man. Like, it's bad. It's sad. But they started a GoFundMe for this dude. Like, they got like 12,000, I think, for him out of 50,000. But it just tells me that these people donating the money know him. The people that donated and the people that didn't donate that know him and shit maybe know his character, what type of person he is. Know what I mean?
And you know what the worst part is about that? If you know someone and you're trying to help them, but they're really not doing anything for themselves, that's the worst.
Yeah. Yep. And I know plenty of people like that. That bite your hair like a motherfucker and shit. You try to feed them to bite the dog shit out of your motherfucking hair. They'd be like, what? And you took time and your energy, your money, whatever, and shit, trying to help them. And they turn around and say, fuck you, nigga. that shit crazy. And I have a feeling, I'm just like, I don't know for sure, but I'm just looking at all the things that's happened. Like the things he said and the things other people said about him. And then his character, like, know what I mean, from his police record and stuff like that. Like, know what I mean? I know it's bad. A lot of people don't like, well, you shouldn't bring up the fact he paid to serve his time and shit. But a lot of motherfuckers come out there with that same shit. You see that nigga and shit, he doing an interview, come out of jail, the motherfucker sitting there rolling up the motherfucking joint. I'm the camera. I'm the motherfucking camera.
Oh yeah, that isn't very smart. That's not smart at all. But speaking of rolling up a joint, I gotta try to get back to sleep because yeah, I got work tomorrow and I gotta go in
tomorrow. That's what's up.
I got to report in at 12 o'clock, but still, I just want to be able to, do what I got to do.
Yeah, man, get your sleep and shit.
Yeah. I just wanted to jump on because I was up and I saw, my phone. And
yeah.
All right, take care, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
First day at work, man.
Anytime. Yeah, thanks, man.
Yep. Yeah, Sal Becky Springfield, y'all make sure y'all go check out his channel and stuff. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I think I said enough and shit. I'm glad Nigga came. At least Nigga came up out here and talked with me and shit. Nigga always come out here and help me out. So, yeah, man, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say, man. I just hope that he. Let me put his GoFundMe thing. Do that for you. But he look bad, yo. There you go. Here's the $13,468. Put the link up in this joint here. 421 people donated. Put this in the chat here. Let's put it in the description too. All right, there's go the GoFundMe link for Black Rob. I'm gonna put it in the description here before I forget. GoFundMe. Yeah, man. I just hope a man get his health back and stuff, man. And like I said, yo, he's one of my favorite artists. Like he like a one-hit wonder type nigga. He did some ill track. I'm gonna go listen to some of those other tracks he did and shit. It's like, I mean, he did a lot of music with a lot of people and stuff that I like. And so some of those people ain't doing shit right now. I mean, that stuff is dope. Like, you know what I mean? That shit is a big part of my childhood or this like young adulthood. That shit tripping. You want me to do this shit? I'll do that. So with that, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here. It's Killer B, the goddamn witch for the general. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you share this motherfucker and hit that goddamn like button before you come up my motherfucker. So with that, y'all, like I said, man, try to make some good decisions, man. Think about your actions and the things that you do. Just try to think. I know, try to educate yourselves on things, man, that can improve your life, improve your lifestyle and stuff like that. So, man, this is best. Like, I try to bring this stuff out to y'all the best way that I can. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I'm not as articulate and stuff with my words and stuff. Sometimes, like, I struggle with getting my point across or don't want to offend people. So, well, I offend that people shit. But like, sometimes I'm not meant to be offensive to somebody. This comes out real raw and this like abrasive this shit, I guess you could say. But like I said, man, like, hey, don't get mad at me, man. I'm just trying to show y'all something and shit. So, with that being said, man, I'm Killer B, the goddamn witch. Find the general, find the witch, I burn them up. All right, y'all.
Find the general. Man's inhumanity to man portrayed on the screens and interrogation of his victims.
Which finding ain't easy. Fuck your trick clock. Yeah, this one. Y'all can get your heads locked, spin away like prison. Intelligence